Sakai is an open source collaboration and learning environment. I see the teacher as a necessary part of the learning process, as it has been for thousands of years. And just because we have the internet hasn't changed that. I think what has changed, and I think what will continue to change, is the fact that the teacher will, instead of being the person who has to teach every little piece of information over and over and over to the same thing over and over again, the teacher will become more of a conductor. They'll have at their disposal wonderful resources, some that they've produced, some that other teachers have produced, some that the students have produced. But the teacher will become that person that brings them all together and sort of almost like a conductor in an orchestra, just gives us this experience, but not necessarily doing all the work themselves. And they're the ones that create the pacing and get the students to focus on the right things. But they won't necessarily be doing all the talking. They might just be focusing things, and the students, so that the students are focused on the right thing. I believe that we've only begun to innovate. I believe that we have only scratched the surface of innovation. And I would almost go as far as saying we've really done almost no innovation so far. And the reason that we haven't been innovating is we find ourselves going sadly in a circle. It's a circle of technology, it's a circle of buying software and replacing software, and the teaching and learning software, it's like the same thing over and over and over again. We never break out of the cycle of just doing the basic things and finding the basic things so hard to do. And so I think that we've only begun to see the real innovations. Campus Online is a result of a lot of work on the part of La Salle University, and it represents some rather unique things that aren't available in commercial learning management systems. Particularly because La Salle is an engineering school, and there are certain things that are unique, for example, in the teaching of engineering compared to the teaching of non-engineering. There's almost no places in the world that can grade engineering homework online. If I'm not mistaken, eCampus is one of those places that can do that. We've got to get to the point where someone can build something as clever as an online engineering homework grader with diagrams that the teacher can mark up the diagrams and hand the marked up diagrams back to the students. But when that's available to every single teacher, then that's the kind of thing that begins to transform teaching and learning.